listening for?
For the waves.
For the waves?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I hear the waves. You want to hear, Luke? Is that cool? Good morning. Welcome back to Crain Country Homestead. I tried to do some videoing over the weekend, but we're rolling up on the 4th of July weekend, and it is hot. So hot that my phone was wanting to overheat whenever I was trying to video. So I wasn't able to get the work done on video that I did in the garden over the weekend. So I'm just going to walk around and kind of show you guys around, and maybe we can go say hi to the animals this morning. One thing that I wanted to follow up on with you guys are the aphid traps that I made in my last video, and they're working. So if you have an aphid problem, you might try these traps out because they do seem to be working. I don't know how easily you guys can see, but this yellow cup is one of the aphid traps that we made, and not all of those little black specks are dead bugs, but a lot of them are. Here's another cup that has some of the bugs stuck to it that have been hurting our tomato plants. So it's working, and it's organic, and it's non-invasive, and yellow doesn't look too bad in the garden. Speaking of yellow in the garden, look at these. Aren't they beautiful? And something that I think is kind of neat, our bees have been pollinating. So one thing about these raised beds, when we built them in the fall, we filled them with some soil that wasn't the greatest. Now ideally that's not what you want to do, but we're working on a budget and our budget is small. So we did fill them with some soil that wasn't super great. It's working, our plants are growing, but we went and bought some fertilizer that we just kind of added on top over the weekend to hopefully give these things a boost. But they're growing fine, and hopefully they'll continue to do that because we're getting lots of fruit that's almost ready to start ripening for us. Luke, what are you doing? Oh yeah? What do you see? What do you see?
Mama, I see some cow right over there.
You see some cows across the street?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're our neighbors, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So something that I 100% would have done differently is my in-ground garden. This is our first time gardening, and so we weren't really sure what was going to be best, an in-ground or a raised bed, and so I wanted to try both. Now, with the in-ground, you can see that I have some of the gardening fabric in between the rows, and ideally I would have put that down over the entire thing and planted my plants in some holes in that, like many of the other gardeners have done, but I'm a newbie. Over the weekend, we had my in-laws over, and we made some stuff on the grill, grilled some veggies, and even though all of our vegetables weren't from our harvest yet, because we haven't gotten to harvest that much, we did get to eat a farm fresh cucumber that was delicious, and there's just something special about being able to feed your family, your extended family with something that you grew. And I can't wait to experience more of that. We're really wanting to track down over the next 6 months what percentage of our food we are actually supplying for our family, and make a goal come New Year's as to what's realistic for us going forward and what percentage of the food that we can actually produce ourselves. Because I really want to get more into the self-sustainability, just because there's nothing better than knowing where your food came from, knowing it's clean, knowing it's healthy, and just knowing that you grew it. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. You getting some goat kisses? Is she checking out your toys? So right now we have all of our animals in the same yard, which is kind of like beautiful chaos. Chickens, ducks, goats, all of them together. Now, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Feeding time can be a little crazy. Maybe I can put a clip of some feeding time from yesterday. But our plan is to move the ducks out to the pond because they would like that, and so would I. Our ducks are pretty cool. They're Muscovy ducks. They hiss instead of quack. This is one of our ducks that's not a Muscovy that we recently got, but isn't she pretty? And this is Ben Affleck. So I find this hilarious that every time Jack goes into the barn to get feed, the chickens just run in circles. I don't know if it's out of pure excitement for their feed or if they really don't know where he went.
It's the chicken derby.
Thank you guys for coming and watching again. We are like 2 subscribers away from 50, which is amazing to me. And so that means we're halfway to 100. I'd really like to do a cool giveaway at 100 subscribers. I have a dear friend of mine working on a really cool logo for our channel. So I'm thinking maybe like a t-shirt with a logo on it. So share, get the word out, tell people to subscribe. And when we get really close to 100, we'll start talking details on that giveaway. Bye guys. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. What'd you find? Let me see. Did find a frog. That's a pretty cool frog, isn't it? Huh?
No, not here.
Nothing.